Hello, this is my presentation evidencia video. I would like speak. Hello, my name is Maria Teresa, and first I want to share a personal story I experienced exactly 8 days ago. To continue, I tell you about a traumatic and somewhat funny experience I had with my older sister. Oh my God, it was terrifying at the time. We live in a pretty town called Guamal, and there are many tourist spots where people can swim in the river and spend time with their families. We were going to buy some meat for lunch. This meat is delicious and typical of the Llanos Orientales of Colombia. I highly recommend it. Since it was very late, we headed to a restaurant in this area. This place is 4 kilometers from Guamal, exactly 15 minutes by motorcycle. I didn't get up when my sister arrived with my lunch. She put her hand on my shoulder and I felt her get on the motorcycle. Then I started walking toward Guamal and neither of us said a single word the whole way. When I arrived at my house in the village, I said, all done, and went to help my sister get off my motorcycle. But to my surprise, there was no one on the back seat. I was in shock, feeling terrible. I thought my sister had fallen off my motorcycle and I hadn't noticed. I didn't feel a thing. I was terrible worried. My eyes filled with tears and I immediately turned around to go back to the restaurant. So I can see what had happened. I cried the whole way, although when we go to the restaurant, I calmed down a bit because I couldn't believe what had happened. Then the woman at the restaurant laughed at me because they knew what had happened. My sister had already returned home with a friend she met along the way. I felt better, but very sad about what I had caused. A terrible fear gripped me. I love my sister. She's part of me, my family, and wouldn't want anything bad to happen to her, especially not because of me. In the end, at least I got home and we were able to have lunch together. The meat was delicious. Reflection. If I had been more careful, I wouldn't have let my sister stranded. I should have made sure my sister was on the motorcycle before I start reading. I should have checked that everything was okay before starting to drive. I should have been more careful. Making mistakes like this could be very dangerous. I shouldn't have started to drive off without first saying that my sister had gotten on the motorcycle. I shouldn't have waited for her and not rushed into such a hurry. This situation wouldn't have happened if I hadn't been in such a hurry. I should have been more cautious because I could have hurt someone. This situation could have been avoided if I had been more cautious. My sister is here with me today, but she could have been in an accident. I'll be more responsible the next time I ride a motorcycle. I'll be more careful with my sister and my actions. And last but not least, in the future, this will affect everyone. We must be more cautious, and less fever people will end up in the hospital. Even today, I can't believe what happened. What is your opinion about this story? Would you really agree with me? Thanks.